Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a bit of a different video. I really want to try to do some different videos, not just hauls, because I'm honestly not really hauling a lot of stuff right now. I'm doing more melting and also some destashing as well. I'm trying to make I made like this chart in my head of like my wax collection versus destashing, and somewhere in the middle is where like my perfect collection is, like where I don't have too much and I destash just enough. I destash just enough so that I have the perfect amount of wax. Like I feel like it gets overwhelming. So anyways, let me turn the TV off. Does anybody watch Supernatural? So I love that show. I didn't always watch it all the time, but anyways. All right, so what I am doing today is called my Curated Wax Collection. So this was started in the beauty community by a beauty YouTuber by the name of Mel Thompson, I believe. I don't know if she started it, but I saw her video and she did a curated brush collection, makeup brushes. So basically what she did is she picked out through all of her collection all the brushes she would want if she were to kind of design brushes that she would want in her collection. So what I did that with wax. I went ahead and went through my wax collection and just kind of picked out things that I always want in my wax collection for different occasions and whatnot. I was watching a beauty YouTuber and she was talking about the hotel industry and how they spend money on pumping air through their, like they have an air filtration type system or some sort of air system that pumps really good smelling air through like the lobbies of their hotels so that it enriches the experience of their customers and the people who stay there. So I was like, oh, like that makes total sense. Like for instance, I believe the Westin Hotel, so I kind of looked it up. Yeah, the Westin Hotel, their signature fragrance is white tea. Like apparently that's what you smell if you go to their hotel. Like you can smell that through the lobby. The Marriott uses, it says their signature Attune scent. Has notes of apple, grapefruit, white cedar, and an enticing floral blend. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so every hotel kind of has their own scent. And I mean, it makes sense. I mean, hotels are billion-dollar industries. You want people to come back, and people don't realize that your sensory experience plays a bigger part on your life than you know. I mean, when you think about it, your kids grow up in your home, your family, comes home, and whenever they walk in, they're going to remember that. 5 years down the road, they're gonna be like, oh, I used to love when I used to walk in the house and it smelled like cookies were baking, or it smelled so fresh whenever I came home from school or work or whatever. Like your family is a part of that, and you're kind of setting this like stage for them as well. So it plays a bigger part than we think. So that's not really what this video is about. I wasn't here to get on to talk about the hotel industry, but I was just looking up some things. And after that girl had said that, I was like, oh, like, I guess they do, because sometimes when you do walk into a hotel, you do kind of get that sensory experience, and it makes sense that they want to spend money on that because they want you to keep coming back. They want you to equate their hotel with a good feeling, and part of that is smell. So yeah, so what I thought I would start off with is I was talking to Ashley actually. And I was like, because I was thinking, what is the best scent, like if you're going to have guests come over? And I was thinking, and I was like, that's so hard, because I know like some of Ashley's friends have asthma, so you can't really have anything too strong going. So I would say, just for my collection, and obviously all these opinions are my own. I'm not busting out like straight facts here. Like I'm not referencing hotels or anything like that. I'm just like speaking just on general knowledge here. And obviously these are only my opinions. Also, I would like to know down below what scent would be in your curated wax collection. Like what scent would you always need to have on hand, whether it's a citrus or bakery. What is your favorite scent that you like to warm through your home? So I was asking her and I was like, what would you like to smell if you walked into someone else's house? Like, what scent would you feel like is kind of neutral, not too strong, you know, not overpowering? And she said vanilla. I was like, oh, I'm like, why did I think of that? Like, vanilla is pretty simple. It's not too complicated. I think it's mostly loved by most people. I don't think it's too, you know, because a lot of people have aversion. Like, some people don't like peppermint. For the longest time, I did not like peppermint. Some people don't like citrus. Some people don't like heavy bakeries. So vanilla bean I thought was great. This is from Sensationals, and I think the more realistic the vanilla bean smells, the better. This one's actually pretty good. It smells just a little bit better than just like your standard vanilla or like vanilla bean Noel type scent. So that's probably what I would warm. I would say for guests in general, I'd probably, whatever I was warming, even if it was like a clean scent or like a laundry scent, which could be good, or a citrus scent, I would keep it on the lighter side. Like, even if it was a strong scent, I would probably cut it in thirds or something and really like water it down, I guess would be the right word, because you don't want to offend anyone. And I feel like that's like the most important thing, is to just have your guests be comfortable, but not over, like, you don't want to walk into somebody's house and smell a scent you absolutely hate, like, or that's going to make them sneeze or that kind of thing. This is also, I feel like this scent here would be a good scent, kind of more of a spa scent. This is Venetian Spa. And for the longest time, I thought this was a blended fragrance. Actually, it's a single oil. I believe it's sweet olives, watercress, and something else that I can't remember right now. For the longest time, every time I bought this every year, I was like, oh my gosh, she's a master blender. Like, I can't believe, you know, this scent is amazing. And then I found it online. It's a single oil. So I was like, oh, but I mean, still, that's okay. I mean, I think she's probably one of the only vendors I've seen carry this scent. I mean, I don't get around to a lot of vendors, but to me, this is very like neutral. Like, watercress and sweet olive sound kind of crazy, but it really is just like, it smells like kind of like a luxury hotel. It's very pretty. It's not overpowering. It's just a gorgeous scent. So Venetian Spa is one I've bought and repurchased several times throughout the years that I've been a Bathing Garden fan. While we're on the Bathing Garden train, let me show you this other scent that I have. This is Take Me to the Sea. I don't think I have scent descriptions on this one, no. So Take Me to the Sea is kind of an ocean scent with a citrus, I believe. I believe it has a citrus scent, but it's kind of like along the salty sea air type scent note. This one is just gorgeous. I always love this one too. I think this is probably one of my favorites out of her, the Venetian Spa and the Take Me to the Sea. Those are my favorites out of that collection that she does. Another one that I really like, I'm just going to keep going with the Bathing Garden here, is Salty Siren. This is Lime Margarita. I've always loved Lime Margarita. This is a great scent for a different occasion, like if you have just cooked something that's really strong, or it just kind of scented up your entire house. You know, sometimes when you cook things and it just overflows the house, this is a good one to kind of clear things out. To me, so this is Lime Margarita, but to me it has like a little bit of extra salt, I feel like. So I feel like it kind of makes it better than some of the other ones. I don't know. I don't know why that is. It may just be my mind playing tricks on me. This would be another one that I would always have, and I've repurchased this several times. So that would be another one that I would keep in my collection at all times. Let's see. Let's stay on some of these spa-inspired scents. Jaws. So this could be Jaws, it could be Omen, it could be Ocean Air, it could be Salty Sea Air, it could be Rain, it could be, what else? Like Rose Girl Zen, it could be any of these. A lot of these scents, like Jaws for instance, I mean, we've seen Brandy do it. She mixes Jaws with everything. So Jaws is a great blender. Like if you like the scent of like Ocean Air and whatnot, this one is great to blend with laundry. You can blend with blackberry, lemon, citrus, manly scents probably. So Jaws and like Omen. Trying to think who else has like the ocean air type scents. I don't know. There's a lot. But this one is just good for mixing that kind of thing. So those types of scents are ones that I would keep in my collection as well. Let's talk about some bakery. So Super Tarts Fake and Bake. This clam is really old. So bakery. Bakery's a great one, especially if it's just like you and your family and you kind of know like your family likes bakery, so it's not going to be offensive or, you know, whatever. I feel like this one is pretty tame as far as if you wanted to try to warm this when you had guests. Like I feel like no one would be too offended. It is quite a strong scent, but it's very good. Also, Fake and Bake, and I keep pita on hand as well. That's the French baguette, butter brickle, and coconut shavings. Both of those I like to keep on hand to mix. Both of these, I don't have the pita, sorry, but this one and pita are great blenders. You can like blend them with coffee. You can blend them with almost anything. These are also really good. I have a lot of coffee scents and I'm not loving coffee at the moment, but these mixed with coffee are great. So I like that. Let's see. Festival of Lights from Super Tarts, which is formerly P.F. Chang's. This one is another great bakery one. I feel like it's not too dominant on, I think it does have like a cinnamon. Yeah, it has cinnamon, but I feel like it's not one of those super cinnamons. I can't do really heavy cinnamon, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. They can either do cinnamon or they can't, but yeah, most people in your house are probably going to be okay with, you know, bakeries. Some people don't like bakery though. Okay, so the next scent I have is from Rainbow Melts. I love this scent. This is Zucchini Jam. This is creamy zucchini and strawberry jam filled donuts. When I first got into Rainbow Melts, this was one of the first scents that I purchased, and I sort of fell out of love with it for a little while, and then I came back around. That's another thing too about these like wax collections and stuff. I would recommend not purchasing a lot of one scent. I find that once I get through a bag, even like my most favorite scent, when I get done with a bag of it, like if I'm trying to actively work through the bag, by the time I'm done with the bag, I'm usually like pretty sick of it. So not sick of it, but like I just don't, I'm like, okay, I don't really need to buy this for a while. So I would recommend, even if you think, oh my gosh, I need to buy like 5 backups of this scent. It might be that great, yes, but long term, you probably don't, you know, you probably don't want to overdo it on that. Okay, also another great thing thing that I would have in my collection is like laundry scents. I would keep laundry scents. This is Sassy Girl Aroma Tidy Whities. This is All Washed Up, Downy Blue, and what is that? Oh, Coin Wash. So All Washed Up is Pink Chiffon, Fresh Rain, and Snuggle. So this one is a great one. Again, laundry can be blended with a lot of things. I remember I used to get a ruby red grapefruit laundry from a vendor that I don't shop with anymore, but I just remember I loved that scent. And I think she had, what else did she have that I loved? That was laundry, and then it was like a fruit mixed with the laundry, and it just always smelled so good. But you can go so many different ways with laundry that I think it's good to keep some clean scents around. I like to warm these in the bathroom, and I also like to put them in the kitchen too, again after like heavy dinners, or like if you're cooking ribs, or I don't know, it seems like anytime we cook any kind of meat in here, it's like dominating the house. So I like clean scents for that purpose. Another one that I would keep on hand, where is it? A lot of people like peppermint or like eucalyptus scents for when they're not feeling well. I think when people have a cold, people like these kind of scents as well, with like the eucalyptus. So this is Peppermint Stress Relief. This is peppermint, eucalyptus, lavender, and ozone. So yeah, this one, I can really smell that eucalyptus and the peppermint. So this one will be good if you were like, I think they even have, there's a few vendors out there that have like sinus relief, or what is it for that's from Super Tarts? Is it Snot Be Gone? I think, which is like a strong eucalyptus scent. But those can really, or no, is it eucalyptus? What the heck is it? Menthol. Menthol, that's it. Speaking of menthol, I think I have one right here. Yeah. So White Witch is really pretty to me. White Witch is menthol, grapefruit, silver birch, rosemary. And when I was kind of looking up hotel scents, a lot of things that popped up were citrus scents. Like if they said they wanted their hotel lobby to smell bright, they would use citrus scents. So grapefruit would probably be a good one. I also saw a lot of woods being used, like a lot of different kind of woods. This one to me is just really unique. I don't know why, I like this one. It smells fresh. It's got that little bit of menthol. Nothing in here like over dominates any of the scent. It's kind of all equally balanced. But I'd say the menthol and the silver birch really stand out. I don't really get a lot of rosemary in there, but rosemary is kind of hard for me to smell because I'm not that familiar with it. Okay, and then the other thing is, so lemons. I do like a lot of lemon scents. So Meyer Basil, or Meyer Lemon Basil from Better Homes and Gardens is a great one just to have on hand. I don't know why I like this one so much. I think because to me, it's not a cleaner lemon. It's more, it's an herbal lemon. It just smells really good. I remember I went through a clamshell of this last year and I was like, I need to get more. So this is my second one. So I would keep this on hand. I really enjoyed that one. Speaking of lemons, if you don't love lemon scents, lemonade is a great blender. You can mix a lot with lemonade. So lemonade can go with bakeries, lemonade can go with other fruits. You can have pink lemonade, you can have blackberry lemonade is a popular one. You could do lemonade laundry. I remember someone did a lemonade laundry one time in my past. Can't remember who, but yeah, I mean, you can do a lot with lemonade. So lemonade is a great one if you don't love, like, I don't love lemon bakery. I used to love lemon bakery and then I just got like so tired of it. So lemonade is a great alternative for me. So I would always keep that in somewhere in my collection. Oh, rosemary mint too. Well, speaking of blenders, I mean, let's just talk about blenders for a second. I mean, you could go all over the place with the blenders. So I just grabbed marshmallow smoothie. So basic, but just good. Like if you want to tone something down, marshmallow smoothie's great. Rosemary mint, vanilla bean noel, cookies, like sugar cookies, French baguette. I love mixing French baguette with a variety of other bakeries. French baguette goes good with coffee. What else? Oh, I have ginger ale down here. Ginger ale is great to have on hand. If you have something that's too fruity, which I don't love like super fruits, but if I mix it with a ginger ale, look how old this bag is. This is old school. Ginger ale is great to mix with fruity scents. So I like to keep a bag of ginger ale on hand. Let's see. Oh, I have Raj, which is from Super Tarts as well. This is another great bakery scent. I think this one is underrated. This one actually does smell like cinnamon rolls with a pecan topping. It smells so good. I know my friend Angie likes to warm this one on, I think she melts it on Christmas morning or Christmas Eve. Now, again, see, this is where we talk about evoking a scent memory. Like her kids and her husband are probably always going to think of, when they smell cinnamon rolls, they're going to think, oh, Christmas morning or Christmas Eve. So there again, you kind of have, you know, where you play an important part in what you're warming for your family, you know? So, oh, and then I grabbed from Satin Suzy Scents. I really like her stuff. I have a vanilla smoothie and a sugared shortbread. Both of these, again, are good blenders. You can mix, you can either do them alone or, you know, with something. If I can get that out. Another thing that I would always have in my collection, I love the smell of violets, not the flower violet, but more candied violet. So from Satin Suzy Scents, I have Candied Violets, and then from Destination Wax, I have Ghostess, and I also love violets from VCS. Those are all of like, I would always have something violet on hand because to me that is like my comfort scent. That is just, it's a pretty scent. It's feminine. It just evokes this feeling of I'm still a girl. not like a girl, but like I'm still a woman. You know, my house doesn't always have to smell like bakery. It's just when I want to feel like feminine, that's what I would warm. So I don't know why I grabbed this grapefruit, but I think because I wanted to remember to talk about grapefruit with laundry. That was the other laundry scent I had too. Oh, yeah, I did already mention that ruby red grapefruit and laundry, but grapefruit and laundry go well together too. I think a few vendors have like grapefruit sugar cookies. I think is it grapefruit sugar cookies? Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Anyways, grapefruit, you know, can be blended. I like the strong scent of grapefruit. To me, sometimes if you want something a little bit different than like lemons or oranges or what's another like citrus scent? I don't know. Grapefruit is good. So now grapefruit is, again, that's one of those subjective scents. Some people don't love grapefruit, so that's not for everyone. But for me, I would keep grapefruit on hand. The other thing I would always keep on hand is manly scents. I always have to have manly scents on hand because my husband loves like the manly stuff. He always wants to man it up in the bedroom. So this is 007. This is not, I haven't warmed this one yet, but Super Tarts has an array of manly scents that you can choose from. A lot of vendors do. I think Scentsy has a few that I really like. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I don't know if they still make them. I know like My Dear Watson, Mystery Man. There was one other one that I loved. I don't think they make it anymore though, but there's a few vendors that do manly scents well, and Super Tarts I feel like is one of them, and Scentsy is also one of them. So any sort of cologne scent, you know, if you want like a seductive, I don't know why cologne feels seductive to me, but maybe it makes me think of like jasmine and like ylang ylang and like maybe like a white woods type scent feels seductive. You know, if you want to have like your sexy time or whatever with your man or woman, you know, whichever way you go is good. Okay, so I also have from Simo, I have line dried lavender. This is another great one for just like the bedroom or the bathroom or just throughout the house. I really like this. Lavender is another good one that a lot of people enjoy. You can get all kinds of different lavenders. I mean, you can get like your sweet lavender, you can get your more herbal lavender, you can get your Twilight Lush dupe lavender. This one to me is just very soft. It's not overly lavender. I don't love strong like herbal lavender. I like the Twilight lavender from Lush. I like a sweet lavender. I like lavender mixed with things. You can have lavender cookies. You can do all kinds of things with lavender. But this one from Simo, I just really like. It's clean, it's fresh. It just makes me think of like a really clean home, even like a high-end hotel type situation. So that's good too. And then I pulled this from Rose Girls. I always want to have Americana Smoothie on hand. This one is another one that I've just warmed throughout the years, and I always like this one. This is Blackberry Jam Butter Cookies, Marshmallow Smoothie, and one other thing that I cannot remember right now. I can't remember what the third scent note is in here, but this one I don't know. It just always reminds me of like 4th of July. It reminds me of summer. It just smells good. When I first got into wax, Blackberry Jam Butter Cookie was like popular everywhere. Like it seemed like Blackberry Jam Butter Cookies was at every vendor. Every vendor restock had Blackberry Jam Butter Cookie something. Same with Pink Sugar. It felt like Pink Sugar was always around. What else? Lemon Bakery was super popular. Like some of those evoke like the first memories of wax that I have. So Americana Smoothie is kind of like a tradition, one of the scents that I'll kind of always remember when I think of starting like my wax journey or fragrance journey or whatever you want to call it or whatever. So yeah, that's just like a quick, well, I don't know how quick this was, but that was just kind of like things I pulled out of my collection that I was like, you know what, if I had these in my collection at all times, I'd probably be pretty happy. And you find that if you kind of do this on your own, that you don't need as much as you think you do. Like if I were to pare down my collection to just like what I absolutely needed, it would probably be, you know, a combination of what I talked about, the scents I talked about, and I could probably just find the one laundry that really just did it for me, and I could live off that for like 5 or 6 months, you know? So anyways, I hope you guys found this interesting or kind of, you know, made you think about your own collection and what you like and maybe things you want to add to your collection at some point. But this was just kind of my like take on it. I'll probably do another one of these because I feel like I missed some things or forgot a few things. But I mean, I think I went through all the categories. Like I think I like a little bit of each category. The only thing I really don't love is like super florals. Like if it were to smell like maybe a fresh flower, like I would like just to have the real fresh flower versus a scent note of a fresh flower. Do you know what I mean? Except for the violet scent. I like violets mixed with stuff, but a lot of the other flowers I don't love mixed with things. So violets is the only one that I really like. Okay, what I was trying to say but wasn't saying very well is some of the scents that I like. Another scent that I don't love is something that's too exotic or that's just really strong on like maybe jasmine, like a strong jasmine scent, or something that's maybe of like the oriental flavor. That might be too much for me. I'm trying to think of what the scent note is, but I can't think of it right now. Things that are just like too deep like that. Yeah, I like the lighter woods. I like cedar woods, that kind of thing. So anyways, okay, I'm gonna shut up now, but yeah, again, down below, if you tell me what your favorite wax scent is or one that evokes the best memory for you or inspires you, I would love to know down below. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, so I wanted to get a little bit of Champskee cam. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick Champskee cam. He is a puppy, so he's very hard to keep still. But here he is chewing. Okay, so he's not really cooperating, but here we go. I'm just gonna let him. He's got the cute little puppy dog eyes. He loves chewing. Anything else? Nope. Oh, he's out of screen. Champskee. Champ. Champ. Champskee. Oh, also, does anybody else's dogs do their feet like that? I think that is so cute. Shh.